Guys, so it's time for my February favourites video. I'm trying to change up sort of where I film some of my videos. I hope this isn't too shaky, she says, now shaking. But not that I get bored filming in front of my bookcase, but I'm just thinking maybe for different types of videos, film in different places. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment anyways, to not always film in front of my bookcase. It's just finding somewhere that's easy to film in front of as my bookcase. So we'll see. So yeah, favourites video. As always, I'll start with my favourite book of the month, and that was The Girl You Left Behind by J.J. Moyes. If you've seen my wrap up or you saw my weekly vlog, you'll already know that I really enjoyed this book. Not as much as Me Before You, but then didn't really expect to, because Me Before You is like my favourite book. It was one of those books where just as the moment you read it, you know it's a favourite kind of thing. This, I still really loved it. I still love J.J. Moyes' writing style. The humour that she injects into her books is definitely something that I appreciate. I love her characters, and I liked that this one was set sort of in two different timelines. But it wasn't it wasn't like back and forth. It was just very well done. Highly recommended this one. Really loved it. I actually have two favourite films of the month. I watched more than two films, but I watched two films that I absolutely loved. The first one was The Martian. I read the book of this last year, really enjoyed the book, but I have to say this one took me by surprise. I liked the movie more than the book, and I very rarely say that, but obviously the book is a science fiction book, and it takes place, there's one astronaut that is stuck on Mars, and then also you get to see sort of the Earth's people on Earth and them trying to sort of think of ways to rescue him. And while I loved Mark Watney's character in the book, I thought he was very funny. I liked his sarcasm, his very dry wit. You did get very heavily bogged down in the science of it. Naturally, it's a science fiction book, you expect there to be science, but there was a lot of it, and the way it was sort of, things were explained sometimes could be quite dry, and you almost wanted to skim it, because in the film you don't get that as much. You do still have science aspects of it, but it's not as dry. It's just, it was really, really good. I thought they did an excellent job. I never really had a thing for Matt Damon, like, as an actor. Like, I know, like, he's been in lots of films and stuff, but I never thought, oh, that Matt Damon, I do love him. I thought he was fabulous in this, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the disco elements in it, like the soundtrack to it is fabulous. I was hooked when I watched this. I watched it, I bought it, and then I think I watched it that night. And I had work the next day, so I knew I couldn't be like too late, but I was like, I have to watch this, and then it was just fabulous. If you haven't seen it yet, guys, I highly recommend it. It's very rare that I say that I enjoyed a movie more than the book, but this one I actually did, which was a surprise, but a good one. The other film that I loved, I actually don't have with me, it's downstairs somewhere and I can't find it, was The Longest Ride. I've had this film for a really long time. Well, not a really long time, it hasn't been out that long. But I've had it a while and hadn't watched it because I kept thinking, oh, I'll read the book before I see the movie. And then I just got really impatient, and I absolutely loved it. Why did nobody tell me how brilliant this film was? And I just loved it. Scott Eastwood, I think his name is, the guy in it. Oh my god. New obsession there. I thought it was such a sweet movie. A bit like The Girl You Left Behind. It's almost got like two stories to it. It's got like present day couple that meet, and they're sort of like getting to know each other, to like each other, and then they meet an old man when he runs his car off the road, and they get his whole backstory, which I thought was so sweet. It was really well done, and I just loved it. I thought it was a really good movie. It has made me want to read the book. I do own the book, so maybe I'll read it sometime in the future, but I don't know if I'll like the book as much as the movie now that I've seen the movie first. So I may have spoiled the book for myself a little bit, but really enjoyed the movie. It's funny because the movies that are based on Nicholas Sparks books, and Nicholas Sparks books in general are very hit and miss for me. I like them or I don't. I don't like the movie The Notebook. Not a fan. Love A Walk to Remember. Love Safe Haven. Love The Lucky One. I think that's all the ones I've seen. I've seen Message in a Bottle as well, but wasn't like amazing with that. Nights in Rodante, nah, wasn't a fan of that. So they're very hit or miss. But Longest Ride, absolutely loved it. So I'm hoping that I will enjoy the book. What else did I have to show you? Completely going off track here. How could I forget this? In February they released the movie poster first, and then the trailer of Me Before You. You guys have probably already seen I actually did a trailer reaction, which is something that I don't normally do, but because it was Me Before You, I thought I had to do it. Really happy with the trailer. So happy with it. I think it looks good. I like who they've cast in it so far. They showed really good bits, like from the bits that they showed, they did them from the book very well, if that makes sense, like in the trailer. I hope that the whole entire movie is like that, because they transferred it from book to screen very accurately in obviously the bits that they've showed. So it looks promising. I'm more excited now than nervous, if you know what I mean. It's made up my mind that I am going to see it. We all knew I was going to see it. But that I'm excited for it more than nervous now that I've seen the trailer. So that's exciting. And the last thing I'm going to show you today is actually a pair of earrings that I picked up this month. And I just think they're so cute. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably already have seen them. And they're these. So yeah, I don't know how well they're going to like show true to colour because of the like lighting. But they're these dark green bows. And I just thought they were adorable. They're Kate Spade. I don't know if I mentioned that. And I just found these in TK Maxx, and they were like, I think they were £15. But green is my favourite colour, so I just absolutely loved them when I saw them. And then the fact that they were Kate Spade was like almost inconsequential, because I loved the like bows and the colour so much, and they look really cute in the ears as well. I've since gone back and they had them in black as well. Didn't like them quite as much as the green ones, obviously, for obvious reasons, because they weren't green. So yeah, not very many favourites this month to share with you guys, but I still wanted to make the video because the few things that I did have to show you were huge favourites. So yeah, that's everything for now, guys, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.